evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Positive Street Talk with Rick Moe from Rick Moe Productions. Sitting to my right and your left is Miss Melrose Eve. Oh man, one of Cleveland's greatest songstresses and songwriters.
Thank you.
But I'm not going to toot her horn, as I always say. I'm going to let her do that for herself. Melrose, tell the people about yourself.
Well, my name is April Johnson. I've been singing since I was 5 years old, probably earlier than that. And I've been playing the piano since I could reach up.
Oh,
Music is just everything to me. It's a passion, it's a joy, it's fulfilling, and it's absolutely what I want to do with the rest of my life. I went to Cleveland School of the Arts, and I studied music, vocal music, and I studied instrumental music there and graduated. I'm not going to tell you the year,
okay.
but I will tell you that I graduated at the top of my class.
Wow, okay. So you graduated at the top of your class and singing and vocal
Yes.
and instrumental.
Piano, instrumental.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And then after that, I went to the military. I spent 8 years in the military. I was a laboratory technician, so I tested fuel for the military aircrafts. I did a lot of calculations. I'm a nerd too, so I love math. I love calculating things. I love reading so that's what I did there. After the military, I went to college, got a master's degree in business. I have a bachelor's degree in paralegal studies. So I have also a love for the law, music and law. That's it for me, and it took me a long time to get here, but I am here now, and I'm ready to do what God has appointed me to do.
So you graced the stage with your presence at about 5 years old?
5 years old, I used to sing in the church choir, my mom's church choir, and I remember my very first solo. I had on a black and white polka dot dress, and it was just a magical moment. It's like I didn't sing the regular words. I just sang what came from my heart. And I've been doing that ever since. So if you see any of my shows or any of my performances, I never ever duplicate what song I'm singing. I always make it my own. And that has been working very well for me.
Okay. At 5 years old, so you and then you start to perform at various churches in the Cleveland area.
Yes, several churches. I've actually done a lot of praise and worship. I've led a lot of different choirs, different churches all over the city. Church is definitely where my heart is even today.
Okay. Well, now you've been to the military.
Yes.
But it says in your bio that you perform for the upper echelon of the military, like sergeants.
Yes. I called cadence. Cadence is, you ever hear people say, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. And I did it, with a lot of rhythm and a lot of soul, and and they loved it. So they had me do it for some of the, the major sergeants and the higher ups of the military. I sung at a lot of the military events at the NCO Club is what it's called. It's always been singing for me.
So how was that experience? I mean, that's what Bob Hope and a lot of people done back in the war days, like in World War II and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And how does it feel to be on the same type of stage that they were on, as far as singing and performing?
I did Lock 3 the other day.
Oh, I was there.
And it was like that was so far the biggest stage I've ever sang on. And it was just like nobody was there but me. And I was singing, and I was like looking in the air, looking in the sky, and it was just, and I felt like my dad, who's passed on, I felt like he was watching me, and it was just a magical moment. And I know this is who I am. This is what I'm supposed to do. And it took me so long to get here, and I'm finally here, and ain't going nowhere. unless God say so, of
And
course.
also, it says here by the age of 13, you had already found your place on the stage performing at political and cultural events across Cleveland.
Yeah. I sang the national anthem
Okay.
for the Cleveland Indians, it was at that
At
time.
that time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it was in front of thousands and thousands of people. That was actually the, it was nerve wracking, but it was very liberating.
Great.
And something
And
I'll never forget.
so Whitney Houston is one of your basically mentors.
Absolutely. Whitney Houston, Toni Braxton, and Mariah Carey are definitely who my voice have come to sound like. I hear a lot of that. People tell me a lot, you sound like I heard Whitney Houston in you. Or then I'll hear you sound like Toni Braxton a little bit, So those are who I grew up listening to.
So what about Miss Nina Simone?
Oh man, my daughter's named after her.
Is that right?
Yeah, my daughter's name is Nina, my oldest daughter. I loved her because she was beautiful. She was incredibly talented. And when I saw her, and she played piano as well. So, and I kind of wanted to look like her, like when I saw on TV, because I have a dark complexion as show as she did, and it was somebody that I like to mimic. Her songs were so deep and so just rich in thought and rich in sound, and a lot of what I do comes from her.
Well, I can tell. I've heard you, and you just blew everything away.
Thank you.
Friday night. It was actually my first time hearing you sing and seeing you. I mean, we met that night. We talked on the phone, but that's the night we met, and
yes,
took my breath away. I mean,
Thank
it was great.
Thank you.
Yes, you are, and you also performed at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame recently.
I did.
Okay.
It was a great experience, but what was better was the cause. It was a program for people in recovery.
Okay.
And I was very, very glad to be a part of that.
Well, I wish I had been a part of it. I'm in recovery.
Yeah.
I wish I had been a part of it.
Yeah.
So this guy, his name is Everett Pruitt. He's an award-winning author.
Yes.
He says that you sound better than Whitney Houston singing Whitney Houston's song, "I'll Always Love You." How did you feel about that? You took this guy's breath away for real if he said that you sound better than the author of the song. I want to know about that.
"I Will Always Love You" is definitely one of my signature songs. I've been doing it since I was singing karaoke, like 20 years ago. So yeah, Everett Pruitt. My tears come to my eyes when I think about him. Very, very special man, very talented author. He's got some wonderful things coming out. I just heard some of his books are going to be going to audio soon. So, he's an amazing person, and he's been very supportive of me. Just a great person in my life.
Okay. So, it seems like you're getting ready to go into the studio soon.
Yes.
And write your own songs. You have already written some songs. They're not out here yet.
I've been writing songs since I was 8 years old.
Okay.
I remember I did a puppet show for DARE. Do you remember a program called DARE?
Yes, I do.
It was called, I forget what DARE stood for.
I do too, but it was something
with drugs.
About the crime and drugs and stuff like that. Yeah.
And I wrote a song for that. And we each had puppets, and I made my own puppet. And his name was George. He had on like this strap sweater and some red hair, and I wrote a song, and I remember the song, but I'm not going to sing it because I'm not going to.
No, don't sing it.
Yeah, but it was just.
You want to sing the song?
Yeah.
You want to sing the song, Melrose? And it was 20 years ago.
I was 8 years old. And
you wrote this song when you were 8 years old?
I wrote the song when I was 8 years old.
You sure you want to sing it?
Yeah.
Sing your song.
Okay, so he was like, "Don't do it. Don't use it. Drugs are harmful to your body."
Hey, you were at 8 years old. That
8
was
years
something,
old.
though.
And I
Yeah.
had him dancing and everything. You can tell me nothing. He was
And
like, don't do that.
but that tells a story. But you knew about drugs and you knew how harmful they
Oh,
were
absolutely.
to us.
Absolutely.
Period. Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
actually at the library located on East 118th in St. Clair.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
where that
we've been
whole show was.
podcasting from there also.
Yeah.
They've just reopened the library. It is
Mm-hmm.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And had you not came here, I wanted you to see the venue, but had you not came here, you would have been there today.
Okay. Okay.
You know, and we'll get a chance to have you back so you can come to the library.
Okay.
You know, and anyway, speaking of the library on 118th in St. Clair, you know, up on that stage, you know, you said your name and the guy asked you, was that French?
I said, no, that's St. Clair.
That's St. Clair. Then I said, oh, St. Clair. Then you said 118th.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
And
the
I
street I
said,
grew up on.
Eddie Road, the next,
Mhm.
a couple streets over from where you grew up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is where I lived also.
Oh,
Is where I
okay.
live also.
Okay.
You know, and that kind of shocked me. I'm like, she's from the hood. She's straight around. She lived right around the corner from me.
Let it be known.
So you said your name is really April Johnson.
Yes.
How did you come up with Melrose Eve?
Well, to be honest, a very, very dear good friend of mine named Rick Vaughn, he and I had decided to start a music group together. We were going to be a duo. And this was a long time ago. And at the time, I was binge watching Melrose Place, the show.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And so I was like, and we was trying to think of a name of our group. So I said, well, what about Melrose? And he was like, yeah, that's a nice name. And then he came up with the Eve. So we said our group was going to be Melrose Eve. But our group never, really formulated anything. So I just took on the entire name.
Okay.
And that's the truth.
Well, I'm going to ask you this question. I just gave you a tour of the American Croatian Lodge, and we're going to be doing big things right here along with American Croatian Lodge. We're going to start hosting live entertainment.
Awesome.
I partnered up with the lodge, and we're going to do some things.
Yes, yes.
And how would you like to perform here?
Oh my gosh. When I walked into that room, it took my breath away, literally. This place is huge and it's beautiful. It has a huge dance floor, and then right next to the dance floor is a big, huge, beautiful stage. The room is phenomenal. It's by far the biggest venue that I've seen so far in Cleveland.
Okay. Well, I've recently signed a contract.
Awesome. That's amazing.
With the American Croatian Lodge to host live entertainment and social events. So a lot of things are changing around here, so expect to be on that big stage.
I can't wait either.
Okay, expect to be on the stage.
I can't even wait.
Wow, a soulful journey from Cleveland to the center stage.
Yes.
And you have really blossomed in the last
8 months.
8 months.
It's been 8 months.
And you've been playing all around the Cleveland area in the last 8 months.
It has been crazy. I can tell you the story. I was in a different band called Realistic Soul, and there were several other amazing singers and musicians. And I decided to try on my own. So I went to a little place in East Cleveland called Just Us Lounge, and there was
I know Just Us.
Yeah, and I sang there with Earl the Pearl.
Okay, I know Earl.
He's just the best.
I know.
He is so great. So then there was a gentleman there by the name of George Pearson, who is a phenomenal keyboard player, but he's also an extraordinary producer. And he found me, and he spoke to his fiance, and he said, go get her. And she came and got me, and it's been history ever since. And Cream of the Crop is the name of that band, and they just took me in as a sister, and we have not stopped since. And that was just 8 months ago.
I enjoyed that band also.
Yeah.
That saxophone player was...
yeah, that's Mark Johnson. He's like a brother to me.
Yeah, well, he really showed me something.
Yeah.
He did. I actually, he was playing so smooth, I thought he was from Eddie Road also.
Right.
I said that guy from Eddie Road too.
You did say that.
Yeah, I say, he got to be from the hood too, playing
Right,
like
playing
that.
like that.
But yeah, you are phenomenal.
Thank you.
Just Us. I think I know the owner of Just Us. A good friend of mine. I think his name is Butch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I know him very well. Real good friend of mine.
That's where I started.
And for the last 8 months, you just been busy.
Nonstop.
And this guy, your producer, what you said his name was?
George Pearson.
He's been taking you all over the place. He's the one that's really initiating.
Yeah.
These things.
And you'd be surprised. I mean, hopefully he don't get mad at me for telling this, but he is a phenomenal producer. He's produced for Mariah Carey. He's produced for Mary J. Blige, the group 702. I think he's done some things for Michael Jackson even. He's just a very humble guy. And I don't want people to know that, but he's phenomenal.
I definitely want to get a chance to meet him and talk to him personally.
Yes.
Myself.
Yes.
I do.
Yes.
I would love to meet him and talk to him.
As you should.
You have had a phenomenal 8 months. Who's come this far in 8 months?
8 months.
I don't know anybody.
God's brought me this far in 8 months.
Ooh, you hit the nail on the head. Because I don't go nowhere without God.
Me neither.
You know, I host social events soon to cross over to live entertainment, and God has brought me from a place. I was in a place, but God has always carried me through the place that I was in. I mean, from a child all the way up. But you have to know Him to receive Him.
Right.
Absolutely. If you don't know Him, you won't receive Him.
Sure won't.
You know, I gather big crowds. You know, people come to my social events, and I found out that I could gather crowds a long time ago, but it only came through God. I know that this is what I was put here to do.
Yes,
bring people together to have fun.
Well, you have a name that is very positive around the city that I've heard several times. Yeah.
Is that right?
Absolutely. I was just at a venue not too long ago, and I just mentioned, do you know who Rick Mo is? And somebody was like, who that talking about Rick Mo?
Is that the way they
said?
That's
what they said. And they was like, if you're doing something with Rick Mo, you going places. I've heard that. And then someone just mentioned your name in Akron. And said that you've heard of a gentleman by the name of Rick Mo. I heard you're going to be on his podcast. And he said, congratulations. So yeah, you have a great name in the city.
Wow. I'm glad. I'm hoping. Well, I'm pretty sure it's all positive.
Absolutely.
I don't want to hear nothing negative about Rick Mo.
Not one thing.
I'm sure there's some other people that don't agree with that. But hey, I do have a colorful past, but it's all behind me now.
Right.
You know. Wow, where else can we go from here? I mean, so tell me some more. I don't want to cut the show off right now. I want you to tell me a little bit more about, tell me something about April Johnson.
Well, I have 2 daughters. My oldest daughter, her name is Nina. My youngest daughter is Zoe. Zoe is a straight A student at Cleveland State University.
Oh, okay.
And my daughter Nina is just about to enter college. So I'm very, very, very proud of my girls. I am also a member of Cleveland Church of Christ, and I sing lead in the choir there. I also play the piano for the kids choir at Cleveland Church of Christ. I'm a caseworker. My regular 9 to 5.
Right.
So I help people process food stamps and Medicaid, and that's a very rewarding job to be able to help people, or to be able to call them and say, you have $900 in food stamps, go to the store, you know.
Right.
And just to hear their response is very rewarding. I just try, no matter what, I try to do the next right thing, which is a recovery term. And I try to do what's right by everybody. I try to be honest, and I try to stay humble. I ask God every day to keep me humble, because you can let compliments go to your head.
Right.
And you can also let criticisms go to your heart.
Right.
And as long as you don't do neither one, you know, and stay on the plane with God, then everything is going to go the way He wants it to go. And that's how I try to be at all times. That's the honest to God truth.
Thank you for sharing that, because sometimes I get taken off the path of being humble. Some people can say and do things that'll tick me off.
Right.
And instead of me humbling myself and accepting it, as constructive criticism.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I waver away from that. Then I have to think about it and say, what would God want me to do? And then I have to come back. But I'm not perfect by a long shot, and I'm easily taken off balance.
Yeah.
Sometimes
I can be as well.
Some things happen, and it really ticks me off, because some things happen that shouldn't. But I get back on that plane, like you said. Eventually, I get back on that plane.
You have to.
And you have to.
You have to remember, like I always try, is to never ever react. Always respond. So when something happens, you gotta take that time and think, and even talk to somebody else about it.
Yeah.
Before you respond.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised, because a lot of the times the things that we think is happening is not. A lot of things are in our mind. Like they're talking negative about me when they could be giving you a compliment. So just always take the time to think before you respond to things.
Okay. Growing up on 118th and St. Clair, you had to be rough and tough to hang out around there, man.
I stayed in the house mostly.
You stayed in the house.
I used to study Take Six, the group Take Six.
Oh, I love Take Six.
The group Commission.
Yes.
I used to stay in the house and study every single part that they did. Okay. That's how I learned how to harmonize.
Right.
And I love, even today when I produce my own music, I love doing my own background, because I love to harmonize. Take Six, I know every song they ever made. Commission, I know every song they ever made. Then I used to be in the basement. I used to put clothespins on my fingernails, because I was Patti LaBelle. And you know how she had the long nails?
Yeah.
So I used to put wooden clothespins on my hand.
Oh,
you couldn't tell me nothing. I was Patti LaBelle. You hear me? I used to give full concerts in the basement.
Is that right?
To my Barbie dolls.
Okay. And you know what? There was nothing wrong with that.
No.
Nothing.
No, I was never.
And it
outside.
kept you out the streets.
Yeah, I wasn't.
It kept you out off the streets.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And that's why you're sitting here today, a phenomenal singer.
Thank you.
And songwriter.
Thank you.
I can't wait to hear the songs that you've written.
Yeah. Georgia and I got some things we're working on. And I know a lot of people are waiting for it, and that's why we're taking our time and make sure we come out with what we feel is appropriate and different. And we're going to come with something that people are not expecting.
Well, I hope they get a chance to be performed on this stage.
Yes.
On this stage.
Yes.
We're going to start right here, and we're going to
what a beautiful stage it is.
We're going to go up from here. I'm going to get a chance to really get to know you and do some things and help promote you, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great. It's going to be great.
Yes.
I'd like to thank Kim Rosebud from Club Jazzy's for mentioning Melrose Eve to me. Okay, thank you, Kim.
Thank you, Kim.
Look where that has brought us. Okay.
She's a very nice woman.
She is. She
very
is.
Nice.
Straight to positive street talk. Okay. Now, since we on the subject of Club Jazzy's, why don't you tell the people where you'll be performing this Friday?
Club Jazzy's. I will be at Club Jazzy's this Friday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. But it's just going to be me and my piano. Okay. Now, Club Jazzy's is located, I say this all the time, at 1550 East 191st Street in Euclid, Ohio. You guys come on out. Check Melrose out. She's phenomenal. You have to come and see her, okay? This has been Positive Street Talk with Rick Mo from Rick Mo Productions and Melrose Eve, and thank you
of
for
course.
Having me. Thank you so much.